Hello. So today I will going to do a demonstration for the Bellevent app, point of sale for local businesses. Okay. So for accessing critical data, sensitive data, it only needs Google account and then services from Google Sheets. So in the app there are three tiers. First is no server. That means that there's no need for Google Sheets in order for the application to work. All the data will be stored directly from the local database of the application because we design the application even if there is no Google Sheet, it will still going to run because here in the Philippines there are so many local businesses, remote areas where it does not have access to the internet. For their convenience, the first tier or the no server tier is very effective for the growth of their businesses. Second tier is the zero setup start. I mean, um, this one, the remote monitoring uh, tier 2. So, in the remote monitoring, what it does now, it uses now Google Sheets API for them to be able to upload their inventory, um, do the write operations, read operations, edit operations for their transactions, inventory, and other needed features for a typical POS. And then the other one is the multi-device. So the multi-device is similar to the remote monitoring. However, multi-device is just that um, the ability for it to be able to conclude with multiple devices across. So for example, if your businesses has two cashiers, so it needs two devices. But in order for them to work simultaneously with only one Google Sheet, the user needs to pick multi-device for it to be able to register in the Google Sheets that has been generated during the setup so that Google Sheet knows that this particular device is included in the list or it is whitelisted for that device to do read, write, edit operations to that Google Sheet that has been created during the setup. Okay. And then another thing, I also created under the hood logic in the app wherein it will going to do a transaction, not really a transaction, but just for my sake as a developer to track who installs the application. There is no uh, critical information that I have gathered. It's just that basic information that I need for me to know who are the users of my application. So I have here three sheets. I mean three tabs. We have the develop, beta, and then the prod. The prod is the only important one because this is where the application gets live. So if you can see, these are only the basic data that I need. This one, the name of the business, the owner of the business, the phone number, email, store addresses, country code, and other basic information. Okay, so let's now demo the application. So before they can move on uh, to set up their businesses using the application, they have to read first the terms of use and then the privacy policy for them to know uh, how are the data are being managed or how are the data being kept. So there's no need for them to worry because when they generate the Google Sheet, I am not collecting those information because it has to be associated with the account that is being logged in to that device. So um, it has nothing to do with other external account. because when the Google account is being generated, it will only going to be assigned specifically to that account associated. So if that account is being logged in and then re-log in with a different account, the Google Sheet will not going to work because the ID of that sheet only belongs to that uh, Google account. I put this two because currently we already have this one, the demo store. So for them, for us to distinguish. So this will be the Google Sheets entry that will be generated. This is needed for the application to work for a typical POS. And then each of these is a drop down or an accordion with short description on what it does. So if you can see this one, so I make this one for them to make it clear because it is very crucial because these are the data to be used in their store for their transactions, for their inventory, everything that a typical POS needs. So we are now going to link a Google account. So for example, my account or my email address, and then we are going to set up a password. I mean a passcode, and then the biometrics. Let's wait couple of seconds before API has finally created the Google Sheet that is needed for the source of truth, the information needed for the remote monitoring. So that means that if the store has the ability or the privilege that they have the internet, they can still operate it while the owner is away or something that the owner is not present in the store. So at the very least, the cashier can still do the operation while the owner can track excuse me, track the transaction per day even if the owner is not in the store because the owner has the access of the information. So as you can see, I mentioned earlier that this is a relevant registry. This is just the data that I need for me to track who installs my application. So this is the only data that I really need, the basic data. So as you can see, this is the business name that we have typed earlier, and then the owner name, the demo name. Okay, so going back with the Google Sheet that has been generated with the account associated being logged in. So this is now the Google Sheet that is being generated. So all of these are needed for the application to work for a remote monitoring tier. So as you can see, we have here the inventory, configuration, add-ons, product add-ons, carts, sales, drawers, display, kilograms, and payments. All of these are needed because there are unique features of the application. because the application can provide live status of the orders, direct view from the client or from the buyer, or view status of the orders being processed or being ready in the kitchen. So that's why we need all of these. So when the user or the owner will going to do transaction, adding of the what we call this one, adding of the inventory products, the transaction per day, the overall profits of the store, they will be um, stored in the Google Sheets here. So I will not have the access of this Google Sheet, only the owner of the Google account. So if you can see here in the here in the file, here in the share, and then share with others, so it says restricted, so only the owner. So I've told you earlier in the video that there is also a multi-tier device. So that means that it has to be registered first here in the device before the Google Sheet API determines that this particular device is also included in the set of devices that are allowed to do operations in the um, Google Sheets. Because, for example, if the store has two cashiers, so it has to do with one Google Sheets simulating uh, asynchronously doing operations across different devices. This one. So I think that's all. If you need something, just let me know. Thank you.